We're live. What's up, guys?
What's up?
Welcome to the show, Simplechew. Welcome to the Chew studio.
Wow.
What's up?
So actually, I was struggling to find this channel. I would put Simplechew, the real Simplechew, Chew. And I was like, what the hell?
Oh, you were trying on the Instagram?
First it was Instagram and then YouTube, and then I kept getting some weird shit. And then I'm like, damn, this ain't the Henry I know, man.
Yeah, you were getting like dog shit, like dog.
Yeah, like the
shoe dogs and stuff. Yeah.
And I was like, damn, this motherfucker already got an ad already.
Soon, is it coming?
Yeah.
I know. So let's introduce ourselves again.
What's up, I'm Erik, man?
Yeah, he's my brother.
I'm the maid.
No, you keep you keep everybody hydrated.
Yeah.
Bring them waters.
Get the light.
It's very important for the show too. Oscar E. Cruz. I am a health expert.
There we go.
And personal trainer. And I'm pretty athletic, gifted, I would say. But, you know.
You help a lot of people, though. You help a lot of people reach their goals.
Yeah.
Health goals.
Mentally first. Always mentally first. I would never, ever start with a workout. It's always in the head, man.
But you have online coaching? How that works?
Yeah. So how that works, we want to get ready anywhere between like August and September.
So it's not live yet?
Nah, I won't put something half-ass up there.
Yeah.
I got board of directors underneath me too that help me with decisions too, because in my head I'm always right and that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I need a real game plan, and the game plan is it's getting there. I wanna make it community first. So hopefully this upcoming month or May I'm gonna have a weight loss seminar. So that's gonna help people express themselves. What's their struggles? I'm gonna mention my struggles, still with my ongoing struggles, but at the same time, you know, it's all in the head. Like we could help you guys out, taking step by step, and everybody else sharing their stories.
Right.
So I have a couple of people that lost like 100 pounds, 120 pounds. They're gonna share their stories, and hearing something like that is very impactful. So that could be somebody's first day's journey or whatever, and we'll see what we could do. And a little percentage of the ticket to get in will go into a college fund, like for books, for one of my directors that got accepted into an Ivy League. So I want to help him out by that. That's always been one of my dreams. Part of this online coaching is to hopefully start maybe a scholarship at East Boston High or pay kids college books, stuff like that. That like Starbucks does.
But you're doing this on your own. This is not like, meaning you don't have like a whole corporation behind it.
No, not yet. Yeah, there's a lot behind it, and
I mean, I know you have some people working with you and helping you out.
Yeah.
And you're behind it. Your name is behind it.
Yeah. So the online coaching would be probably temporary because obviously it's not just that focus.
Yeah.
It's hard to come up with a name other than that for now. But yeah, my name is behind it. But there's a lot of people that I have that's been helping me out, that I'm trying to develop coaches on their own for the online coaching.
Yeah.
I have somebody in Spain.
Wow.
Hopefully they could help me out. She's there for her, I believe, going for her master's, I think. And I told her herself that hopefully we could get some people over there, maybe invest in the college online coaching. And then some other people, I want to start a running club too, because you got the East Boston Greenway.
Yeah.
That looks absolutely beautiful. I want to link up with a lot of people and just start stuff like that, man.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things, so you can see why I'm putting a lot of things on hold, because there's a lot of things are like very seasonal. Like the running club, I would like to focus now because
summer's coming.
Yeah, the weather's not consistent as it is.
But it all revolves in the same subject, or it's all fitness oriented. So you can all bundle it up, but you have like your own focus on, okay, for the winter we might do some weights,
stuff like that, and hopefully there's a lot of plans behind it, and it starts with that, like maybe something with a running club. I still am fully dedicated to the clients that I have now, and I've been working with them once again through the mentally part, get to know them, like how they doing behind the scenes.
Mhm.
'Cause I'm not babysitting them outside of the gym. That's on them.
Right.
And a lot of them doing great. You know, everybody has their slumps, and that's perfectly fine. I've been slumping lately, and it's
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just this damn winter has been so long, and then now today's been a great day, and I'm just it makes people happy. The sun, who's not happy when it's like 60 degrees weather when it's been like 30 and 20 for like
I know.
7 months.
I know.
You know, so stuff like that is a game changer. And I think if we get people to talk about things like how I could talk about like I've been in a slump, but that's because I just think the cold has been kicking my ass, and now that the weather's getting better, it makes me like more in control now. More
Right.
things make more sense. Like a cold drink could be like a smoothie any given time. You know, when it's cold, all you think of is eating whatever.
Do you also help them with the nutrition and the meal planning? I know that's hard, and
Yeah, the meal plan's alright. I mean, I don't know how far I'll go into that because it is a lot of work, and I believe that I could create a community where others could help each other out. Maybe throw a recipe here, do little stuff like that. If somebody wants that, I'm down for that. But
right.
that's a little more work, a little more
Yeah.
pay for that. But I wanted to break it down in 3 tiers. So one tier would be just like, hey, here you go. Here's your workouts.
Yeah.
Please follow.
Mhm.
Another one would be like, here's your diet and workout. Another one would be the workout, diet, and coaching, where you're able to contact me a little more frequently, get a one-on-one call, Skype it, emailing, stuff like that. So you get the whole bang. But like I said, that's all in the works. I got to make sure that's all set, create the system for it. But yeah.
So most of the coaching is gonna be online, right? I mean, online coaching kind of. But you're still gonna meet, have like a workshop once in a while. That's the breakdown.
Yeah, like workshop seminars. I think that's to me that's a new thing for me.
Yeah.
Like the public speaking I've been doing the last couple of years have helped me build that confidence
Yeah.
to do it, because I mean, who can't talk? I mean, anybody could give you anything.
Right.
Like, it's like somebody legit could Google something Monday through Friday and throw the best seminar because they know so much shit. But but when somebody knows, somebody has a great resume, great people like who lost a lot of weight, and then bring them towards the seminar, I think that could be a game changer. And that's just the first part. We could do other stuff when it comes to like maybe if women wants to build strength, I'll bring a couple of people that have gotten from not hitting the weights because it's not the norm to like they feel comfortable and give them strength and they feel strong. And I want to focus on that also, but yeah, one step at a time though.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're right now. You're just working on the behind the scenes.
Yeah, like it's a lot of work. The thing is that I have so many ideas. It's just I didn't know where I was really going. So this whole month I took my time and think about myself. Like, what am I trying to do?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was gonna throw a seminar last weekend or 2 weekends ago, and it was gonna be half-assed, and I didn't want that. So I canceled it because people, regardless of what people pay, whether it's low money or a lot of money, they deserve the best.
Right.
Yeah, and I want to make sure everybody could make it, and make sure, since it's my first ever seminar, I'm trying to make it memorable.
Yeah.
From there, work on it, take notes, and make it better and better.
Where will you make these seminars at?
I have a client that will let me borrow her studio.
Nice.
Yeah, and she'll be part of it too. So that's another way too. And anytime you're trying to build a business, you're trying to find the best ways without doing some things overboard. Because I'm not trying to rent a space either for something that it's not guaranteed.
Right.
You know what I mean? When I have the space that's guaranteed, is whatever, I'm ready.
Yeah, it's great to network with people, and because once you express your ideas, people like your ideas, and they want to see it grow, or they want to see it develop. They pitch in and they help you a little bit.
Yeah, and you learn a lot, especially since I have a good amount of clients. They're all so different, and they all bring different things to the table, and it's just a new person to network, and then they introduce you to other people,
right,
and all that stuff. That's why I always have the business cards ready, because you just never know.
Yeah. How many clients? I mean, you have. I know you started with. I mean, I remember you from back in the day.
Yeah, it was a struggle at first, man. Like, I thought I could come in and be like, yeah, I know my shit, so train with me. And then I was like, holy shit. I used to have this mean mugging face, which I still do. And I have a very serious face, so a lot of people thought I was very intimidating. So they never wanted to approach me. And then I used to be like, what the fuck? I'm the shit.
Right.
Why are you not coming to me? Then I realized, holy shit, that was possibly the worst approach I could ever give. Then I started working slowly on communication and public speaking, building more confidence. And then, out of nowhere, I was getting more and more clientele. Now it's just about maybe I got anywhere between 15 to 20 of them.
Wow.
And that's 15, 20 different personalities. And most of them is 2, 3, or 4 times a week. So something like that, you always got to mentally prepare. So that's something that took me till this year to be like, hey, look, I'm only going to take at max 6 or 7 clients a day. Because I want to make sure that I have the same amount of energy that I come in with my first and my 7th. There was multiple times that I had about 8, 9, 10 in the same day. By the 9th to 10th, I wanted to be like, I can't. I'm fucking burnt out.
Right.
And I feel bad because this person doesn't deserve that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I definitely apologize for that, and I make sure I had a snap out of it. But yeah, that's an advice if any trainer is listening to. Make sure you find that nice magic number. Some people could do it. Some people could do 12, 13. I don't know.
Goddamn.
I don't know how they do it. I seen it online before on Instagram. Instagram is possibly the best tool out there. You see everything.
Right.
And I follow a couple of trainers, and they're all about it. But I don't know. Maybe that's in them. But I don't know. Maybe I put so much energy through communication that it's just.
I think every trainer is different. You know, some people can only train with super athletes. They have that mind that just they know what a super athlete needs. Some other people can only train women, or they can better communicate and know their bodies. So I think you have your own style that I can only handle this, and that's fine. You know, everybody's different. Everybody has their own weaknesses and strength. And I think it's important to be self-aware to know what is your limit. I mean, you know, and then if you have the capacity of pushing, you can push it. You know, but as long as you know you're always self-evaluating yourself. You know your limit. I mean. You can't go wrong on that. And you put in your true self all the time. So it's not like...
That's true.
Like you're in it for the money, but you're in it for like actually helping. And people can see that and they can feel it. I think once they know that, and then they get behind it, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
And because I see your Facebook group. Is it online?
Yeah.
It's called Oscars Online.
Same thing.
It's like you same branding.
Same branding, and I want to... So the main thing that I figured out maybe a couple of months ago is that you want to start it up, but most likely want to pass that on to somebody else that's willing to be with you and give them the credentials for it and run it for you if possible, because eventually you can't do it all. Right. Because if you do it all, then you can't really focus on the main thing. And some small things you put in the same focus on the big things, and that's never going to work out. So something like that should be carried on its own. That's another thing that I lacked off, because once I opened up a lot of groups, then I can't really follow them all. And then next thing you know, when I get an alert on Facebook, I'm like, holy crap. Yeah. Like, I built so many people in it, and I'm not even taking advantage of it. So that's definitely something I'm going to get back on this week. We definitely opened up another Instagram page that's going to show off people's meals, and we're going to have a different theme every week. Right. So this upcoming week will be like Run Week. So anybody who's running anywhere in the country or in the world, whoever follow us or I follow them, I'm going to make sure that we ask their permission and we could repost it. You know, just build that foundation where we could get anybody. And it's not about making sure that every follower could become a potential client. Maybe they could tell somebody else about it. And it's always been word of mouth. It's like a domino effect. Hey, maybe I'm not interested, but maybe I have a cousin that is, you know. And that's what I figured out. But I can't put anything out there yet without building a system. You know, I'm trying to work on right now the consultation form. So that's the intro where it's going to give 10 questions and give me a feedback to see what they really need help with. You know what I mean? You hear it every time, like they just want to lose weight, but that doesn't help me at all. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I may not be the right person for it, but at the same time, you know, I want to know what's going on. Like, what makes you do this at this certain time? What makes you want to start in the summer? You know what I mean? A lot of people want to look great for the summer, but what happens if they were living in Florida and San Diego?
The summer every day.
Yeah, exactly.
Year round.
You know, I want to hear the real true shit. I've had clients before that they finally tried a bathing suit on for the first time in their life because they
Wow.
lost enough weight and they feel more comfortable.
Mhm.
I've had other clients that went from not being able to be on the roller coaster to finally being on the roller coaster.
Mhm.
And those are little things that I never had to go through.
Mhm.
And I take that for granted sometimes because I never thought about other
Mhm.
people going through that stages and stuff like that. I want to make sure that with their permission, I could publicly share that maybe with a post and everything. And that's going to make other people be like,
Mhm.
holy shit, you know what? I know what that feels like and maybe I
Mhm.
could help out and all that. But yeah, it's stuff like that. Consultation form definitely will help me out with that a lot.
I think the stories is always good.
Yeah, it's a lot of
The
crazy
story is
stuff.
always, even your own story is good too.
Yeah.
You tell your story, but also tell the stories of people you've been helping.
Yeah.
Or even if you didn't help, but they found fitness on their own,
Mm-hmm.
and they want to come in and tell their stories, it's always good. The story always is king, I think.
Yeah.
Any business you work.
Yeah.
Because even though we have this protein here, it has a story. If you go to their website,
Yeah.
there's a story behind it,
Exactly.
and people follow that story. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like the stories are better when they come from someone you know.
Yeah.
Like, like we personally know Oscar or whatever. Oscar would tell us a story. We trust him,
Yeah.
We'll know the story is true versus something you'll see online or something like, I don't know if that's real or if they're just trying to make money or something.
right.
But, like, we know Oscar would be like, oh, he'll tell us, this story. Then we'll pass that story on.
Right.
And then, like, everybody, it'll be like word of mouth and there'll be trust between, like, all of us. So I think that's awesome. It's pretty cool.
I mean, it takes work, man. It's not gonna be like overnight.
Yeah, definitely. And it's something that you think about 2, 3, 5 years down the road. What you could accomplish from this? Because I mean, who's not an online coach now?
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
All those models, I don't know, Instagram models.
Yeah.
They put like,
And it's crazy because Instagram went down like 2 weeks ago, and people kept putting memes like, "Yo, how are these people gonna survive?"
I saw people making firework. Like,
Yeah, and I'm like, it hit me. I'm like, oh, damn, there's some people be making bank off.
yeah, they
Instagram, man.
lost probably some money
Yeah.
in those 2 hours.
Yeah, and to me that's crazy, and that makes me think like there is a lot of online coaches, but the same thing is there's a lot of personal trainers too, and now the personal trainers are trying to go into that too also for extra income, and I didn't want to just be that. I want to be more than that.
Yeah.
And obviously, growing up, and you guys grew up also in East Boston, the community is strong, and it's stronger than ever now with obviously more people involved, and it doesn't bother me. It bothers me more that I'm not making a move yet for them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because obviously the income is there, and it's not me trying to take advantage. Just there's more people there to talk to help people out, and once that's in the work, it should go full throttle and not looking back.
And I think East Boston is changing in health mindset.
Mm-hmm.
I think before it was just like work, support your family, work. Now it's like, okay, I can't keep working. I need to take care of myself too.
Yeah.
Because you see a lot of older Hispanic people
Mhm.
working out, and they come up to you and talk to you. And that's the another thing that you have as an advantage of speaking Spanish,
Yeah.
because you can help the Spanish community too. And I think they are approaching the idea of becoming healthier
Mm-hmm.
nowadays than before. Because when I started at the East Boston Y, it was like, like 2012.
Mm-hmm.
It was nobody there. It was just like
Yeah.
women doing some treadmills and nobody was lifting.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you go to you even got now powerlifting like area
Mm-hmm.
where you can drop weights. I remember, when I started, it didn't have none of that.
Nah, you would break down the what?
Yeah, we broke the we broke the floor. Yo, it was terrible, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't terrible in the way that it was a bad place. It was just like nobody was doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you just had to adjust to it. Like I think gyms these days and the lifting community has changed, and at the same time, the teenagers scare the crap out of me, man, because they try to lift too much. Then they come out here limping and stuff, and
I know.
they don't get the idea that it's in the long run.
Yeah.
You only get stronger until you're like 40. So
Yeah.
why are you taking the risk now? But that's when it becomes Instagram, and that's that social media toxic, man.
Right.
If you can't separate that with the real world, you're gonna get screwed, man. I see it all the time. I see people just relying on likes and shit,
Yeah.
and relying on like, damn, you watch this, or I need like you want happiness through social media more than you want it through the real world now. Like I had situations where I ask people like, hey, how was your weekend? And they'd be like, you didn't see my Snapchat. And I'm like, damn, that's how I was supposed to know how your weekend was? I don't understand that part. And I love social media. I think everybody loves social media, and and I think you choose your followers, you choose the way you want to set that up, but at the same time, you got to separate it.
Right.
Because if you don't separate it, then you're gonna start focusing on superficial stuff and like things that you're not believing in it, and then when you fall in a real trouble in the real world, you kind of don't know what to do, and then you think you have these supporters, but they don't really know you.
Yeah, they don't know.
Like what are likes, which I love them at the same time, but what are they? And I think that's where the teenagers fall the trap. Like they want to do it for a video, they want to do it for the attention, and
doing it for the clout.
Yeah, for real.
No, but the thing with the likes, I think I was reading the psychology paper was saying that likes and getting shares and getting all this attention to social media, it's like a drug high you get. It's not like when you take like crack or anything, but it gives you like a high of getting all these likes. Yeah. So when you don't see them, you feel like something is wrong with me. Yeah. It's all about insecurity, and so I mean, social media for me is like you can get lost where you can see somebody doing better than you. Mm-hmm. Let's say they're doing something like this. Somebody's doing this podcast. There's people who I've been doing this for 3 years. Yeah. And there's people who started 2 weeks ago and then been getting hundreds of thousands of views. Yeah. And I'm here like getting barely 100. Yeah. But I'm not focused on that. I don't care because I'm doing it because, I like doing it. Mm-hmm. Like I'm spending this time here. Yeah. I could be doing something else more profitable. Yeah. But I don't care about that. Yeah, I just like talking to my brother. Yeah. I like talking to people who I know from the city I grew up. Yeah. Like, all the people I brought here are literally from Eastie. Yeah. Nobody has been out from Eastie. Like, I'm just bringing people that I knew back and just bring them back to my life is like basically what I'm doing. If it hits, it hits, but I don't really care. Yeah, no, that's the cool shit too. You're putting everything away. Like, if you compare views, you're gonna fucking lose all the time, and you're not gonna lose the love of doing this. Right. I remember when you started doing this shit, I couldn't believe it. And you used to go live. Then this one time you talked about your haircut. I'm like, God damn, you know how much fucking confidence you have to go live to talk about your haircut. And I love getting haircuts, man. I get about anywhere between 20 to 30 haircuts a year. Yeah. And that's excluding the lineups. You know what I mean? And when I seen you do that, I'm like, damn, that's awesome, man. Then that motivates other people too. And I think that's another thing too that you could take away from this podcast. You motivate me or others saying like, shit, if Henry could do this, and it's professional at the same time. It has a professional setting still. You're not dealing with cheap shit like on a fucking mic on the iPhone or something, but I like it, man. And you're right. Like, who cares what how many views I'm just talking to ordinary people, Yeah. I'm not bringing superstars in. If they want to come in, I don't care. We talk, but I'm going to bring it to my level, Yeah. I'm not going to go be like, oh, you're like this superstar, or you this.
That's why he's Instagram. Erik here, man. Yeah. He's a superstar. That's right, baby. Catch me. No, because there's been people who I try, I reach out, and they think they're too much for this, Yeah. They're too much for this show. They think they should be on fucking ESPN talking shit. Yeah, they're crazy, man. I don't even like ESPN like that anyway. Exactly, yeah. And but it is where it is, man. Because people look at your shit. They look at my page. Mm-hmm. I got like 130 people following me. Mm-hmm. They probably got like 10,000. So they think they're too big to come here, and they focus on that stuff. Yeah. And I'm like, whatever, man. I got friends. I can bring anyone here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I can bring my brother and we talk shit together. I don't care. That's the whole point, man. And then when you guys talk about sports, it's like it's not even just about sports anymore. It's more about like what you see through a regular supporter. You know what I mean? Like it's cool to hear stuff like that. Right. When you hear it, like obviously the big time people, it's like it's almost scripted. And
it's like they're getting paid to do all that stuff, so it's not like
and you don't feel the passion, in it. They're just doing it because, fuck, I got a fucking mortgage. I got kids and that I need to cheat for them to go to Harvard and shit.
They can't say something wrong because then that's it.
Yeah, we can literally say whatever we want here, and who cares? What, we gonna get our sponsors gonna cut us? Which ones?
Yeah, for real.
They're coming soon.
It's always coming.
If they're coming, they have to, you know, they're gonna know who I am already.
Yeah.
So they can't expect me to be like this person who I'm not.
Yeah. That's very true.
The progress is always awesome to see, though. I mean, if there's people that have been like following you since like the start, they would see like your subscribers are going up and stuff. You know, like
it's crazy. It's been going up.
Yeah, it could be like anything though, like, you know, working out and stuff. You know, like, oh, you're like overweight, then you're doing your thing, and then you're progressing, and you know, it's motivating and it's exciting to see and stuff. So it's pretty cool.
I mean, anything is like that. Public speaking.
Yeah.
Well, how was your first experience?
I remember, my first of all, I got into public speaking because
you did Toastmasters.
Yeah. One day I was feeling mad nice, man. Like I was drinking I think a limerita. I don't know why.
You used to love that shit, man.
I don't understand.
I would look at you and be like, why are you drinking that shit?
For real, bro.
I never touched one. If you remember, I never touched a limerita in my life.
Man, I used to get fucking offended when people didn't drink my limeritas.
Yo, like, nobody would touch that shit.
Real, man. And I'm like, whatever, it's like a quick hit. I used to get buzzed. And I was watching The Office. It's like my all-time favorite show. Then Michael Scott in it said, Toastmasters, public speaking. And I was like, what the fuck is that?
So random.
Yeah, and I was like, I Googled that shit, and I'm like, holy shit, he's telling the truth, So I was like, let me try this shit out. So I purposely picked the location in the Federal Reserve Bank because I knew, people were very successful there, like whatever the stock market, the accountants, all that, the lawyers, and I'm like, whatever.
The banking.
If I'm gonna break my fear, I didn't really have a fear of it, but it's always a structure. You know what I mean? I can't just go up there and be like, I know how to speak, let me go up there. In reality, there's always a structure to anything. Like this, there's a structure. Like we got to make sure the mic's on, right? Easy, something like that. So when I went in there, I was nervous as hell to the point that I only introduced myself and that's it. And I was like, holy crap, maybe this is not meant for me. But then I was like, you know what? Let me come back again. Then after that, I was like, word, I'm going to give my first speech. And I made it. I went to Starbucks and then I was like, damn, should I do a double espresso or should I do a tequila shot? Because at that time when I was drinking, I was getting nervous. Like, holy shit, fuck it, I want to go with the double espresso. Let's take away tequila. Because I was a little nervous too if I'm slurring and shit. Right. You know what I mean? So then I went in there and gave a speech about my Boston Marathon when I ran it. And then out of nowhere, that's it. I broke the fear of it and it was awesome. And then thank God I didn't do a tequila shot because maybe I would have relied on that. I don't rely on the espresso either for that, but it was a crazy experience that I went from like just listening to the Netflix to like over here going to Starbucks and then giving speeches. Now I've given maybe over 50 or 60 speeches and this feels natural. And I see people who are very successful and I still can't believe it that they get very nervous in public speaking.
Do you still get nervous?
No, I get those butterflies when it's like a bigger crowd, like, oh shit, I can't wait to talk. Because I think it's pretty cool that people are actually listening to you. Yeah. Because I've been doing this since a kid, man. Ever since we scooped it up, we're like in front of the house, we're eating Cheetos, and just somebody had a story to tell and shit. Yeah. Growing up to like just chilling on the stoop, somebody had to tell a crazy joke or story, and I felt like now let me put it like as a public speaking point of view. And then from now, it's grateful that I have one of those talents because it's something that I practice practically every day. If I'm training a client. Right. I kind of practice on maybe telling them a story, and then that's how I keep on getting better. Because I was always told that like you can't just practice just on the stage. You want to make sure you practice on just even here or a great conversation or whatever. So anytime that I started talking, I always kind of make sure that I'm talking pretty good, work on my way of like tone of voice and all that stuff, and it paid off very well. Right. Mm-hmm.
Isn't it strange that people don't have conversations though nowadays? Like I go to restaurants and people are like, "You having your meal? Having my meal? Checking my phone." Yeah. Dude, you just took a picture of the same food we were just eating together. Yeah. And then I like it. That's fucking weird. Yeah. People don't have conversations, and that's now another reason that I started this. Yeah. I want to like take the phones away, and just have a conversation with someone. Yeah. And just let's talk, man. Yeah. Like. We don't talk anymore. No, we don't. And before we used to chill in the stoop, but it was shits and giggles. Yeah. But at least we were out of the phone for like 10 minutes.
That shit's cool. I mean, comedians do that now.
Right.
Like the top dogs, like Dave Chappelle, you gotta put your phone away in a in a Ziploc bag.
Yeah,
And they take
yeah.
it away. And I think that's pretty cool because people, they just need to check in. You know, I do that too with the food and thing, and then I put it away.
Right.
I'm like, whatever.
I mean, that's fine, but
Yeah.
don't have the meal with somebody else and just be on the phone the whole time.
Yeah.
And you see that a lot.
Yeah.
And I didn't believe it until you go out and be like,
Bro, I hop on the blue line is like that, man.
that shit's
It
scary,
just-
man.
Yeah, and I don't know.
I get it.
It's
I get it.
50-50,
Yeah.
Because I don't know if this motherfucker's reading something great, and I'm like, you know, something educational, and I'm like, all right, cool. And then you could have somebody else fucking
Right.
just scrolling. I think you could tell when they scroll
Yeah.
shit, but I try not to do it as much either because I can see it, man. It is addicting, you know.
It's super, man.
Yeah, it's just so much information now on your phones, man.
I get
Before it wasn't
caught.
like that.
I get caught all the time.
Yeah. But when-
Twitter and
when it comes to the dinner part or breakfast, whatever, yeah, you're right, man. That's gotta enjoy it.
that shit's
man.
sad, man. You enjoy your other person's company. Like
Yeah.
you guys are together. You had to meet. You know how hard it is to meet people.
Mhm.
Like, hey, a lot of people flake, man. Like
Mm.
even guys, then you talk about girls. That's a whole another story.
Yeah, the game changed, man.
And
The game,
like all the flaking and shit.
Yeah.
It's a whole different game.
yeah, and that communication is a very big deal, man. Very, very big deal.
And with Toastmasters, I think that's one of the things that I took it when I was in my job. They pay for it,
Yeah,
but I think it's different than the way you're taking it.
yeah.
You need to tell me what this Toastmaster thing is.
Toastmasters, public speaking, they help you communicate better
So it's like,
on like larger groups. Not when I say larger, it's like two group. Like it could be two people, and they're listening to you.
so
And
it's like, what is it, like a meeting thing or like?
you never took public speaking in
I did in
college. It's the same thing. Where you like read lyrics sometimes, just to make you stand
But
up.
like it's like you go somewhere to do this, like.
Well, at work they just came to you and you just
Oh.
book a room and did it there. But with the way he's doing it, you need to go right to their place. They book it.
So I pay my membership fee, which is due this month, I believe, but it's every other Thursday for us. And then we meet up. You sign up if you want to give a speech. You could sign up to be like an evaluator. Like if Erik gave a speech, I'm gonna give his feedback.
Mm-hmm.
We have table topics where if Henry wanted to say like, what's your favorite thing to do in the summer? One of us have to come up, so that helps us improv our speeches on the spot, stuff like that. And actually, hopefully in the summer, I will have my own club at the East Boston Y, and it'll be under like that will be my club. They need 20 people to sign up for that to be an official club. And trust me, it's like one of the best things I've ever done, man. It's crazy. It just gives you this crazy ass confidence.
Yeah.
Whether you talk shit, you know how to argue better. You know, how to stay away
debating,
Yeah, because debating could get reckless now, man.
Right,
People lose their shit too quickly.
I mean, especially with politics or sports, man.
Yeah.
We're not going there though.
Nah,
Not tonight.
Sports is straight, man. Sports is awesome, though. It's just that people talk too much shit.
Yeah.
We're all biased, though. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I'm a half Boston fan, half not. So sometimes I like to give people shit.
And they give you shit too.
Oh yeah.
You wear that Yankees.
Yeah.
Telling them, you got a Yankee in the
Lions fan.
Lions fan.
Oh, diehard, man. that
What else?
nah, I love my OKC, man.
Hmm.
OKC. But yeah, Yankees and Red Sox, man. Now when I go to Fenway Park, it's not bad. Now it's-
Yeah, I think it used to be worse before.
Oh fuck yeah, man. That shit was
You
terrible.
used to went when it was bad?
Yeah.
Before 2008? Before or after 2008?
I remember taking my first girl there, man.
Uh-oh.
And I brought my Yankees jersey, and that was the fucking worst decision I ever fucking made, man. Because all these motherfuckers came at me saying, like, yo, you fucking suck. And I had an A-Rod jersey, too,
Oh,
man.
no.
Bro.
I hear you, man.
Bro, when I brought that A-Rod jersey, maybe it's 2XL. So that shit was hitting my knees. But at that time, it was pretty acceptable.
That was the fashion.
Yeah,
man.
for real. So I was like, fuck yeah, the bigger, whatever, I don't care. And then these motherfuckers try to, like, spill, like, ketchup or, like, shit on me. And it was a white jersey, man. And I was like, fuck, why'd I do this shit, man?
You got the white one with the stripes?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's like the official one.
Yeah.
You gotta go with that. And
That's the home jersey, though.
yeah. And then I went last year with my coworker. Nah, they just talk to you, give you a good time. I mean, they're gonna talk shit when Red Sox are winning, but that's it. It's not
Oh, wait. So you went to the Red Sox Yankee game at Fenway.
Sunday night baseball. Yeah.
You're nuts, man.
Nah, it's all right, man. It's not the craziest thing. We'll stay in the room too. and I was just chilling. There was a couple of Yankees. This because there's a lot of Yankees fans, man. A lot of them.
Here?
Yeah,
Mm.
it's like a lot of them. So you're not. It's not. You're alone.
Yeah.
The worst shit I ever done. Remember Erik, who balled up with us too in City Yards, Honduran.
Rodriguez, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. I told him straight up like, "Yo, man, I'm trying to watch my first ever football game, like Detroit Lions." And he was like, "All right, cool." So it was like, "Let's go to Philadelphia." Bro, oh my god.
How you alive, bro?
Worst fan base in history, bro. I mean, in history. I went in there Saturday night. Me and him were chilling. We were at StubHub, and I was like, "Yo, bro, let's buy it next day because it'd be cheaper."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it went down from like $80 to $20, so we got them.
Damn.
Because it said it was gonna snow. So instead of snowing like 2 to 3 inches, snow almost a foot. So we got in there, and one of the ESPN's announcers, Jaws, he said like, "Hey man," he pointed out at me. He was like, "You from Detroit?" I had a lie. I was like, "Yeah." He was like,
Yo, the truth is coming out.
he was like, "This is from Detroit," and I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Good luck," and I'm like, "Oh shit!" Even the announcer from ESPN told me good luck. Oh, bro, it was the fucking worst, man. The kids were throwing snowballs at us.
Oh shit.
Because I let Erik borrow one of my jerseys.
Oh no.
Yo, so they would throw snowballs at us, man, talking shit. And the parents would tell the kids to throw shit at us. Then we went to the bathroom. They were like pushing us and shit.
What?
Yeah.
Yo, that got physical, man.
And then this 6'8" dude who had like a also Lions jersey said, "Hey, what's going on here?" And
Oh, he protected you guys?
Yeah, man.
You got a bodyguard out of nowhere,
Yeah,
bro.
man. And they didn't give a shit. Then going back to the train stations, man, they kept throwing shit at us. It was terrible, man. It was
That was nuts, man.
Yeah, so anytime they say Eagles fan, this and that, I'm like, yep, 100%. That shit was worse. Then when I went, because I also love the Patriots, we went to Cowboys Stadium. Oh, yeah. All they do is get fucking hammered and talk shit, bro.
Yo, what's one?
Yeah.
One is the Cowboys.
That stadium is fucking huge, bro.
That's a bigger
I
than.
think it's one of the biggest ones. Yeah.
Wow.
100,000.
Yeah.
And they said there was 30,000 Patriots fans that time.
Wow. What was this, playoffs?
Nope, regular season, loud as shit.
What the
bro.
fuck?
Yeah, and
That's
all you
crazy.
heard was like Brady, because they were winning by like 20 by the third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And shit was so loud, bro. That's a great stadium, man.
I need to go there.
That's something that I love about United States, man. It's the stadiums, man.
Mm.
The more stadiums you visit, like you could tell the different style.
Mm.
Obviously, the fan base is different too, because United States is like fucking 30 countries in one, man.
That's insane. But how was you went to the Detroit's Lions Stadium too, right?
Yeah, it's nice, but
Not the same.
bankrupt city, man.
Maybe you should have started there and then go to Texas.
Nah, the Detroit Lions Stadium, it's nice, man. It's in the dome. It's pretty sick. It's all baby blue. But I just recently went again this past season, bro. We got blown out, and yo, they're the most depressed fucking fans you can hear, man. They're like, "Oh my fucking goodness, that's it. Our season's over." I'm like, "Bro, it's one game, yo." They're like, "Yo, I already hear this shit back home. I don't want to hear this shit here." Man, that shit was terrible. And my boy Steven, you know Steven?
Which one?
Steven Nguyen. He came with me. He had a Patriots jersey, so a lot of people were like praising him. They're like, "Hey, what's up, man? You're a Patriots fan?" I'm like, great, this fucker is getting all the attention while we're all fucking depressed and shit. So I've been to that stadium. I've been to New Orleans. New Orleans Stadium is fucking loud as shit. They're cool. They're fucking very chill.
So you've been following the Lions.
Yeah, for like a very long time.
So you follow the Lions and then you just go to that state, or you just watch any game.
I try to do it once a year. So I don't know where I'll go this year. I'll probably if they play New York, I'll
Probably
probably
go back to Philly.
Nah,
They're going to Philly.
it's an X on my fucking
Just-
map. Like, bro,
Just bring
Google Maps doesn't even fucking let me go there, bro. I put that
just
shit
bring
on.
like a blank sweater, man.
We'll go record it.
Yeah, just- I bring the whole mic and shit.
Yeah.
That, man. But yo, football stadiums are nice, man. I'm trying to go to DC end of July because soccer comes down there. So I like soccer games too. But just sports in general, man. It's something that I love to do. Patriot Stadium is freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Shit's like a fucking it's Disney World now there, bro. It's like anything there, man. They got
like a mini mall.
Yo, Henry was falling asleep
Really?
when we went to the game.
I did.
Yeah, remember? It was dumb.
Okay, so story. We just went. I never been to the Gillette Stadium, and then my brother won tickets through his job.
oh yeah. How'd you win
And
that?
Just a raffle.
it's like a raffle, and everybody went in, right? Even I went in, and he won. He took me, first time. Never been.
Yeah, I've never been either.
I was
to
on
a game at least.
I never even been to the stadium.
Yeah.
Like I watched Revolution, but I think the stadium changed since or whatever.
That was like way back.
Yeah, I think it was like 2002. Like
It was like the 90s.
in the 90s.
Oh,
like
the
I was
benches?
little. Yeah.
Oh,
With the
man.
benches, yeah. If we were like first, right? We went. It was a shitty ass game.
Yeah.
So we went on the last game of the
The
season.
last regular season.